Hello, hello, my friends. Welcome to day 4 of the intensive kickstart. I am Stephanie Feld, and I am so glad that you are here. Let's dive right in. Up until now, we've been focusing on how intensives can bring transformation for your clients. And today, we're turning the lens towards you, your energy, your schedule, and your income. Because the work you do shouldn't cost you your nervous system. Today's topic is about claiming your dream practice and dream life. And here's the real question that we don't ask enough. Is the way that you're practicing draining you or sustaining you? At some point, I realized that I had filled my caseload. I was, quote, successful in private practice. But I realized that more than that, what I wanted was a regulated nervous system. I wanted more space. I wanted more presence. I wanted to do deeper work with clients and more freedom in my schedule. As therapists and as a, primarily female industry, we really have been socialized that those desires really are indulgent, that we should be willing to give endlessly to our clients, no matter how that might be affecting our bodies, our nervous systems, our lives. I want to say that these desires are not indulgent, but they are data. They're signals for us. And so if we can pause a moment and just notice what data or information is our body trying to share with us about the way that we practice, that can be really helpful. This is where we get to be really honest about the practice that we want to have, that we're meant to have. And I want to help shed some light on how intensives can be a bridge between where you are right now and who you're becoming. Intensives aren't just a different service, they truly can create a different relationship to your time, your energy, and your income. For me, I had all these desires or values, but I didn't know how to actually execute them or align my practice to what I knew was right inside of me. And intensives gave me a way to do that. So let me give you an example. You can understand what I'm talking about, not just from the heart, but with real practical example. So when I had a typical weekly private practice, I charged $150 a session, and I tended to have about 15 sessions per week. I think I was what we would say part-time. I had a young kid at home, so I worked 3 days a week and did 5 sessions each day. And for a month's income, I would be aiming for about $9,000. And what that meant was that my days were pretty full. For me, 5 sessions is the absolute max that I can do while like not hating myself or punishing my family. I have done 6 session days when, there's a holiday or vacation or whatever, and I'm just fried, just so miserable. And that's just not how I want to be. So that type of setup meant that my days were full. They were putting me to my max. It didn't leave a lot of room for flexibility, definitely didn't leave a lot of room for case notes, sick days, for life to happen, not a lot of room for me to be able to rest or for creativity. But when I started offering intensive, something changed. And it wasn't overnight. It wasn't like a light switch just went on and then suddenly this new reality was here. It took time to unfold. So what happened was I started doing 3-day intensives and I could earn $5,000. That was more than half of my monthly goal that was coming in 1 week, and really just 3 days. Instead of having surface level conversations with 15 clients, I could go really deep with just 1 client. I wasn't working more, I was working in a different way. And it's not just me. One of my clients, Angie, offers week-long intensives and she earns $9,000 in 1 week, which can add up to 20K or even 30K months. That's 2 or 3 times what my monthly goal used to be. Ebony is a Launch Guide alumni, and she already has 2 intensive clients booked for 2026. Both are traveling from out of state to work with her because she offers something deeper. So let's just zoom out for a moment and imagine what becomes possible when you're earning something like 5K or 9K in a single week. This is not about chasing bigger numbers. This is about creating choice and having options. Having the choice or the power to work fewer days, to do deeper work with a smaller amount of clients, or to create space for real rest, creativity, time with your family, or travel. It's not about earning more for the sake of it, but for being able to do something like reducing your weekly caseload, saving for something that matters to you, or being able to rest and take care of yourself without guilt or panic. It's not easy to be a therapist, especially in this day and age. We spend a lot of energy caring for others. And if you're like me, it takes work to stop and truly take care of myself. So here's the truth bomb for today. Your practice can be spacious and aligned, and intensives can help you get there. Before we're thinking about logistics or pricing or the how, we want to design. So that leads us to your tiny action. Today, I want you to write down what your dream workday or work week would look like. So take a minute now to think, how do you want to feel in your body while you're working? How many days per week or hours of sessions per week would you like to work that would help you feel good? And where might there be space for rest, for creativity, for presence, and joy? Your affirmation for today: I am the therapist who designs a practice that supports my life, my energy, and my purpose. I am that therapist. So take time to really sit with that and see what bubbles up for you. Because sometimes what we dreamed for our practice when we opened it or even last year may not fit with where we are today. So I really do think it's powerful to check in and see what's there. And once you do, don't forget to fill out the 2-minute celebration survey because one, I want to hear about it. It's very, very exciting and inspiring to hear these things. So please do. And don't forget that when you complete all 4 tiny actions, you get entered to win my signature program launch guide. So let's do a quick recap. It's day 4. On day 1, you noticed one client who came to mind that could benefit from an intensive. On day 2, you identified a container or a format that could potentially support this client in a deeper way. On day 3, you named what you want your intensive to feel like and the type of transformation that you want clients to experience with you. And day 4, today, we're dreaming about the transformation that you want to see in your practice and how intensives can move you closer to it. And let me tell you, friend, this is how practices change, one intentional decision at a time. Let's talk about what's happening tomorrow because this is usually the moment when excitement has been high, but doubts and fears start to creep in. Maybe you're asking, can this really work for me? Is this even realistic? So, tomorrow, I've got you covered. Oh, look, yeah, maybe you're asking, can this really work for me? Tomorrow's the first of the master classes, How to Design a Therapy Intensive. And I'm going to be showing real stories of therapists like you who are offering intensives, what the intensives look like, what's working for them right now, and how therapists are designing intensives that earn 5K plus. I'm going to show you how to design a transformative intensive that fits your strengths and your life so that you can leave feeling like, I've got this, I'm ready. Everybody who attends live is going to get the intensive diaries. It's a look into the diary of 10 different therapists who are offering intensives. And you'll be entered to win hot seat coaching with me so that we can work together to bring your intensive to life. At the end of the masterclass, we'll be having a live Q&A and the doors officially open to my program launch guide. Please make sure that you are registered and I will see you tomorrow. Take good care.